name is Kaylee Harlan, and today I will be explaining to you how to make a dress out of plastic feed sacks. I made this dress for a 4-H project and had lots of fun making it. I want other people to be able to have fun and sew a dress like this. I believe that this will help the audience to develop their sewing skills and help them gain knowledge of the importance of recycling materials into clothing. I made this dress for a project and therefore have experience in making a feed sack dress. Today, I will be explaining to you how to make a dress out of plastic feed sacks. In order to begin this project, you will need to find your perfect pattern. Also, think about the kinds of feed sack designs you want on your dress. First, let's talk about the materials you will need to make the dress. The first thing you will need to do is gather all the necessary materials and supplies. The main thing you will need include plastic feed sacks, old t-shirts, and an old dress. You will also need a sewing machine, a small wooden board, and thread. I collected my bags from Arms Fish Farm, but you can collect them from almost any feed store. For the straps on the dress, I used an old prom dress. I found the dress at a thrift store. For the belt, I recycled some of my old t-shirts. Now that we've talked about the materials you'll need, now we're going to talk about how to make the dress. Once you have gathered all the proper materials, you can start making the dress. You will first need to tear the seams on all of your feed sacks. Once you have done this, fill your bathtub with warm water and dish soap. Clean the feed sacks with a bristled brush. Once your bags are clean, cut out your pattern and piece it together. Then you'll cut out your feed sacks in order to match the pattern pieces. Once you have pieced together the feed sacks, you sew them together. Then once the bodice of the dress is done, you can put in the zipper. I recommend using Velcro, as sewing in a zipper is quite difficult. You will most likely need to sew the straps on separately. If the dress you chose has a slip, you can use this to wear under the feed sack dress. To make the belt, you will need to cut 3-inch wide strips from the bottom of your t-shirts. To start the belt, sew one end of the strips together and then braid them together. Once they are braided, sew the other ends together. Once you've successfully finished sewing the belt, find a plain belt buckle and sew one end of the belt over the buckle. Now that we've discussed the materials you need and how to make it, let's discuss the benefits of recycling feed sacks. There are many reasons that it is important to recycle feed sacks and t-shirts. Plastic takes up to 1,000 years to degrade in a landfill. Also, enough plastic is thrown away each year to circle the earth 4 times. Sadly enough though, only 25% of the plastic produced in the US is recycled. The t-shirt and jeans you wear cost the earth 2,200 gallons of water, enough to fill a small tanker truck. The production of cotton textiles uses up large amounts of resources, such as water as energy, as well as releasing byproducts of starch, paraffin dyes, pesticides, and other harmful pollutants into the air and soil. Each year, over 2 billion t-shirts are sold worldwide. The production of one t-shirt uses up 700 gallons of water. Eco-conscious consumers might think that buying organic cotton shirts solves the problem of textile waste. But an organic t-shirt is little help to the environment if it is washed in hot water, dry cleaned, and thrown away with the other 11 million tons of textiles that are trashed each year. The most effective ways to reduce textile waste is to buy used clothing from thrift stores and donate or reuse your clothes instead of throwing them away. The EPA estimates that the average American throws away about 70 pounds of clothes a year, most of which are destined to rot away in landfills. Why toss a shirt into the trash where it will waste away when you can give it a new life instead? A shirt reused saves the environmental cost of a t-shirt produced. In conclusion, the main purpose of my speech was to explain to my audience how to make a dress out of feed sacks. Today, I discussed the steps in how to make a feed sack dress, which was the materials needed, how to make it, and the reasons why we should recycle feed sacks. Every hour in America, thousands of plastic feed sacks have a choice: end up in our landfills or get recycled. Which choice will you make?